Hello FPL managers, today we've got the buy hold sell for game week 2. In today's video we have a look at 2 buy options, 2 hold options and 2 sell options to assist you guys with your transfer planning coming into the next game week. If you guys want to get the extra edge this FPL season, then click the top link in the description to get yourself 65% off Fantasy Football Fix Premium and also get yourselves a free strategy guide. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel as we're trying to hit 4K subs by game week 5, and also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So having a look at the first buy option, it is Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes was the top scoring player in game week 1, getting himself 20 points against Leeds as he recorded his hat-trick. Coming in at £12 million, his ownership is sitting at around 53.7%, but this would be expected to rise over the upcoming days. Fernandes had some very nice underlying stats in game week 1, as he had an XG of 0.75, which is very high, and also an XA of 0.1. Over the span of the game, he did record 4 shots, 3 of which on target, and also attempted 3 assists as well. He was of course very involved for that Manchester United side and was very lethal in their attack, and with their great upcoming fixtures of Southampton next week, then Wolves, Newcastle and West Ham after that, you definitely would expect him to continue his nice form. Fernandes' price has risen just recently to £12.1 million, and I would expect this to rise over the upcoming weeks, so if you don't have him in the squad, I would definitely recommend getting him in. Moving on to the second player on the buy list is Mikel Antonio. Antonio is coming in at £7.5 million and is currently the third highest owned forward in FPL with a 24.9% ownership. He did have a very eventful game week 1 as he got himself 13 total points, as he got himself a goal, 2 assists and 1 penalty miss. To accompany this, he also got himself 3 bonus points as he was the most influential player on the pitch. Antonio had a very high XG for that game of 1.55, which actually ranked top amongst all players for game week 1. He also had an XA of 0.36, which is very high amongst forwards, as he recorded 4 shots, 2 shots on target and 1 attempted assist. He is of course the main focal point for that West Ham attack, and he is getting plenty of service from his West Ham teammates such as the likes of Said Benrahma, and with West Ham's nice upcoming fixtures of Leicester, Palace and Southampton as their next 3, then United as their 4th fixture, I definitely would be looking to bring in Mikel Antonio if you don't currently have him. Mikel Antonio does seem to just be picking up where he left off last season, as he did have the highest XG per 90 last year at 0.64, and since he already has the highest XG this season at 1.55, there is no doubt he is getting plenty of chances to score, and I would expect him to have a nice steady points flow. Now taking a look at some hold options, beginning with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is coming in at £5.5 million and is the top owned player in the game with a 55.5% ownership. I have seen a lot of managers already transfer out Luke Shaw based on the first game week, as there has been 58,000 managers moving him on. If you are contemplating this, I would strongly recommend that you do hold Luke Shaw, as despite only scoring 1 point in game week 1, he did have some fairly nice underlying stats. He did record a 0.11 expected assists, plus he is on corners and some free kicks as well, so there definitely is potential for attacking returns for him, as he also recorded 1 shot and 2 attempted assists. United were very unlucky not to keep a clean sheet, as they didn't really concede that many big chances, and the Leeds goal was a long range shot. So as Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle and West Ham as their next 4, I definitely think it is a good time to hold on to the Manchester United assets, as Luke Shaw has nice attacking potential and I would expect him to be getting clean sheets in the upcoming weeks. Having a look at the second hold option, it is the Leeds forward Patrick Bamford. Bamford is coming in at £8 million and currently has an 18% ownership, which does make him the 4th highest owned forward. Bamford did blank in the first game week, only recording 2 points as Leeds were very poor away to Manchester United. Despite just 1 poor performance, Bamford is the 11th highest transferred out player this week, with already 75,000 managers moving him on. But I do think Leeds are a very strong attacking outfit, and despite being dominated, he still did get a 0.13 expected goals. He did only register 1 shot, but he did attempt 1 assist, which is fairly decent for forwards, and Leeds do have some nice upcoming fixtures. I think Everton and Burnley as the next 2 could be nice matches, then Liverpool at home is a bit tricky, but Newcastle away after that probably makes 3 out of the next 4 fixtures fairly tempting. Bamford was very impressive for Leeds last year, as he did get himself 17 goals and 11 assists, recording 194 FPL points, so I definitely think it is worthwhile holding on to him just after 1 bad performance. Obviously, Manchester United are a fairly strong defensive outfit, so I wouldn't be too put off by his game week 1 blank, as I would expect him to return to his scoring ways in game week 2 and beyond. Now moving on to the sell options, starting off with Kelechi Iheanacho. The Leicester forward is coming in at £7.5 million and is one of the more popular forward options with a 12.6% ownership. This does actually make him the 8th highest owned forward in FPL, and after only getting himself 1 point in game week 1 being subbed on for 18 minutes, I'm not too sure whether he's a nice option. We were a bit unsure of his starting minutes coming into the season, whether Leicester were going to play a 1-striker formation or a 2-striker formation, but they did only play that 1-striker formation against Wolves in Game Week 1, with Vardy as the sole striker. So it does look like this is the formation that Leicester is going to run for the rest of the season, or at least the near future, so it would mean Kelechi Iheanacho is on the bench. So if you are paying £7.5 million for a forward, you do of course want them to be getting starting minutes, and since Iheanacho only played 18 minutes last week, I'm not too sure he's going to be able to get starting minutes in the upcoming matches. Saying this though, he did have a very high XG for the amount of minutes that he played, which was sitting at 0.1 in just 18 minutes, as he did register 1 shot. Leicester have a mixed bag of fixtures coming up, where they face West Ham, Norwich, City and Brighton as the next 4, so even if he does start, I still think it'll be a bit tricky for him to score. So since there are a couple of nice options around his price range, such as the likes of Antonio, Bamford, Richarlison or even Callum Wilson, I think it could be worthwhile moving on Kelechi Iheanacho and going to another £7.5 to £8 million forward. And moving on to the second and final sell option, it is the Arsenal midfielder Bukayo Saka. Saka is coming in at £6.5 million and is one of the more popular midfielder options with 13.8% ownership. This does make him the 8th most popular pick amongst midfielders, despite only getting 1 point in Game Week 1. This came about as he came off the bench to play 31 minutes and couldn't register a single shot on goal as he had a 0.00 XG. So even with Lacazette and Aubameyang out of the Arsenal side, you would have expected Saka to start because they're lacking attackers, but he still didn't start, so I can imagine once Lacazette and Aubameyang do come back into the team, he will be on the bench. Saying this, he did record 1 attempted assist in 31 minutes, which is fairly impressive, but with Arsenal's tricky upcoming fixtures of Chelsea and Manchester City as their next 2, it could be worthwhile moving Saka on to another 6.5 midfielder option. The likes of Rafinha or even Mbeumo could be better value than Bukayo Saka, as I'm not too sure of his starting minutes, and Arsenal did look a bit shabby in Game Week 1, so I'm not too sure how his attacking returns are going to go. So if you do currently own him, I'd probably remove him from your squad for the next couple of matches, see how he goes, and then potentially bring him back in later down the track if he does provide better attacking threat or does get some starting minutes, but for now he's not looking like a nice option. So that's all I've got for today for the buy, hold, sell coming into Game Week 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel as we're trying to hit 4K subs by Game Week 5. Also click the notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads, and leave a comment what you guys thought of this list of players and do you have any of these players in your team. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.